McDonald, and last time I mentioned that the human mind is more complicated than the minds of other species. And that's one of the reasons why we tend to experience psychological illnesses at a much higher rate, obviously, than other species. So let's talk about why humans are more complicated. Well, a lot of the reason is because we're social creatures, and because we're social, our survival hinges on our social contacts. That requires us to navigate social relationships, which in itself can become very complicated. Humans are not the only ones to navigate our social worlds, however, because there's a lot of species that are quite social. But humans are unique because we, as a species, right around 10,000 years ago, got really good at surviving. We started to domesticate animals, build living structures that were permanent, so we didn't have to find shelter every single day. We started to plant crops, and then eventually we started to actually contribute to the genetic changing of crops so that we were growing more food. And after a while, we got so good at survival that we didn't need to devote all of our time to it anymore. And when we didn't need to devote our time to survival, we had extra energy. That extra energy went to the creation of a new relational exchange, and that's the achievement exchange. It's the things that we do not just for the experience, we do it for the outcome, but the outcome isn't directly and immediately connected to our survival. This is why humans are different than other species, because other species don't mow the lawn, they don't run marathons, they don't earn PhDs. Other species aren't endeavoring to achieve what humans are. Our relational exchange system is, at least by a third, a lot more complicated. And anytime you add complexity to a system, especially really recent complexity, I think we're still trying to get our feet under us. I think we're still trying to get our bearings with this new relational exchange, and we haven't really quite figured it out yet. And so we experience imbalances, and those imbalances take the form of depression or anxiety or eating disorders or relationship problems or whatnot. I do think that we've gotten more and more complicated the better that we've gotten at survival. The problem is we're very vulnerable to imbalances in our relational exchange system, so we're devoting more energy to the achievement exchange than we are to our experiential exchange, and I think that causes us to experience a loss of self-worth and a loss of psychological nurturing. And next time I will explain what the survival, achievement, and experiential exchanges are. So stay tuned. Thanks.